But if it doesn't work, don't worry about it.
Although I did try to think about that stuff last night to like calm me, and I just kept replaying game conversations. Like I couldn't even focus on home.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can hear anything that Yellow's saying.
Yeah, I'm down to spy.
I wanna do Yellow eavesdropping. Anyone wanna?
We're gonna get to the bottom of Fruit Gate.
We're figuring out Fruit Gate!
There's my apple.
Who let the apples out? Fruit.
Oh, dang it! I forgot to talk about Fruitgate in my confessional. I have something funny to say.
You okay, Megan?
Do you want to
There's
do
plenty
more?
of time. I could do one.
Maybe.
Okay. Okay.
No, it was personal about I was gonna include other people.
Oh!
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you. You want to come spy?
Fixed. Yeah.
Here's Casey. Just act like we're talking. Hey.
The wood. That would be good for
Looking for idols.
I've got some little Tinder. This never seen this. Hey, maybe an idol's up there. Is this weed? Run!
Go, 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 go.
They spotted us.
Feeling great. I have this invisible immunity necklace around my neck for the first time. I kind of didn't want to win it this early, first challenge, but Melanie's kind of the target, and she was the last one left with me, so I kind of got forced into it, so I'm hoping that doesn't bite me in the ass down the line. I think Rachel seems pretty on board to work with us, even long term. She's been really opening up to us about how she didn't feel super in with the red tribe, and she seems like someone that's a pretty straight shooter and pretty loyal, so I think she would be someone good to move forward with, and we're going to need that because we're going to be down in numbers and anticipate that we'll probably lose 2 original Blue Tribes members from the other tribal councils, so anyone that we can rope in is great.
I've been desperately looking for idols since day one. My theory is there are no idols because I have now found 3 pouches with tasks that need to be completed to get keys. So I think this is a game of keys, at least until merge. The one that I just found at Yellow Camp is if I win immunity, I will get 2 keys. So the bargain has come up. So in my head, I would want to know if I can transfer that to someone and make them a deal like, hey, you win immunity. You're more likely to win immunity. You get 2 keys, but give me 1.
They are transferable.
Okay. So this is something I'm floating.
Whoever hands it to.
Okay, good. Now they could be like, sucker, I'm keeping 2. It's risk, but it might give me a better shot. My other task that I need to complete that I haven't yet is if I vote for someone that doesn't go home, I get a key. So I'm already putting feelers about me throwing a vote.
She was telling me that she was like, if you need me to put a vote elsewhere, and I was like, oh, where? And she was like, I don't know, wherever. I was like, well, I don't know who that would be, but I don't think we need to do that.
Because I'm not gonna be able to throw it if we go to tribal again. This could be my time if I'm feeling comfortable.
So I've had conversations one-on-one with everybody on this tribe. It's a small tribe, so there's not a lot of options. It's either I sell out my old connection with Rachel, or I try to get either John or Stephen to vote for each other. I do have 2 keys, which, I could consider using, but when there's only 5 people, every vote really matters. And if I have a chance in this game, I need to have allies anyway. So I'm really pitching and hoping that Rachel and Stephen will decide to move ahead with me and that we can vote out John.
There's options on the table. Melanie is a gamer. They keep name dropping someone I know. I don't want to work with Melanie. I think the best thing is to keep my core. We've been voting together, why break that up? Melanie has to go. She's a vet, she's won a game. Bye, that's all I can say.
Also, don't love the idea of going to another tribal where a man is not voted out. I talked to Rachel whispering last night about this plan, and then first thing in the morning with Stephen, so he had some time to think about it. The idea that Jamie might be about to be voted out on the other tribe, and I know that Jamie and Stephen were close. This gives Stephen a chance to have solid allies moving forward. If he does make this move and protects me and Rachel, we would both be indebted to him. And also I feel excited about working with him moving forward.
Yeah, which is I want to feel solid about it, which is if you were yes, we're doing this, I'm 100% on board. But the fact that you're saying Rachel's pitching me, it's just is Rachel on board?
I think Rachel would be on board. If we get Rachel, I think Rachel's board. Here's the thing. Am I in the middle or am I not in the middle? Kind of to be or not to be question of this tribe. I mean, with a tribe of 5, you could easily be the 5th member or you're nicely in the 3rd. And I don't know what I want to do. On one hand, they're sticking with my original tribe of John and Matt.
Anything new? This last conversation? John and I have been here for a while, so.
I feel like obviously
Melanie is pitching everyone.
Yep.
Yeah. Pitching me, pitching you. Not pitching Rachel as much. And if it's that, we're likely losing 2 more members of our original tribe this round. Jamie and Big Mouth here are likely dead to rights. Stuff can happen. We don't know.
Yeah. Well, Matt said she won the game. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I just know she played she's kind of like Stacy.
The YouTube version.
No one's like Stacy. On the other hand, I have a bounty on John, and I don't know who's giving me the reassurances I want.
This key business is pretty tricky.
think I have something. Okay, this is a twist. So this says, piggybacking on someone else's bounty. Congratulations, you may turn this call to a member of production after you attend a tribal council. Vote tribal council and vote for one person, meaning if the person that you vote for does not get voted out, you may turn this call in to receive a sequel. I might be able to save this for later though. I should save it for later, because if we lose again, I know they're all gonna vote Rachel. I'll just vote one of them.
Melanie is making a strong case, but on the other hand, Melanie is also pitching me to him, which natural, understand, but doesn't help me trust her more. How can I persuade you that I will vote John? Because that is what I want to do right now.
If you say that you're going to vote John, I will believe that. I think that then it's Rachel that we have to.
So,
because I do believe, the reason why I believe that is because I do think it will be good for your game.
Yeah. And so, do I make my bed with chaos, or do I toe the line and get to merge and pray that I can rekindle some friendships then versus rely on some old chaos members' connections? I don't know. It took a while to kind of wrap myself around, especially the dynamics and like, was there anything I could have done?
Especially you just had miserable weather too to cap it off. Like,
and, you know, like in retrospect, like
the first thing I thought when we kept losing, I was like, how you had such a terrible experience, like first night there, then like your first day here, you're just losing every challenge.
Yeah, am I the common denominator? I don't know.
We got lucky with the swap because we're 3-2. Melanie is pushing hard to everyone, throwing everyone's name out there.
This is my basic pitch to you would be like, not me, and I assume that you guys, you know, like your mind is probably between me and her, but I'm open to entertaining if there was another, if you were like, actually, what I'd really like is something else, I am definitely open and flexible.
Her big pitch to me is that I'm working with these big players from other games, John, who's played Outlast and all these other LRGs, and Steven, who's this encyclopedic knowledge of LRGs, and that I'm gonna go to the end with them and no one's gonna respect my game because they dragged me there, but that was my strategy coming into the game, was to insulate myself with the big players, let them fight it out at the end, and then even if I'm in the end with a couple of them, I have a different story than what they're gonna have, and I think I can pitch that. So we trust Rachel a lot. I think Rachel actually would be pretty loyal in joining us. Moving forward, she was not too keen on her red tribe. I think she's just very genuine what she's been telling us, and I really trust her moving forward too. So I'm excited to move forward with her, and I think it's going to be another straightforward vote.
Rachel seems way more loyal. Like I told you, I played a game with her, but we never interacted. She was like second or third vote, and she was on another tribe. Yeah. So she's someone who wants to play.
I had a really good conversation with her, and I feel like she would like work with the three of us like long term.
Yeah.
And we really need to think about people that like branching out, because especially if Matt and Jamie do go this round, like we're screwed.
If I vote John and John doesn't go home, I'll get a key. That's one of my tasks. So like, I really want to vote John, but I don't want that to splinter anything with him.
I am down. I am not I'm not writing your name down.
Yeah.
I am like, I'm in it. I feel like I want to play.
We could both move forward together.
Right. I'm like, we could play with Steven, who's lovely. Yeah. Here on my tribe, it definitely could be me. It definitely could be me. There are some like strong players here. I'm having hope in the plan that I have been advocating for that will happen.
If I vote John, I'm putting all my eggs in the basket with you and Rachel. The help me at merge.
I'm a great ally. You want to work with me. I'm on your side. Like, we can go far together. We are ride or dies. Actually, I told Steven we could be ride or dies, but and I mean it. I would love to go further with Steven, but Steven has a decision to make about what direction he wants to go.
You know, I think Melanie and John are both dangerous players, and I don't know. There's pros and cons to both. I'm not sure how to weigh and measure this dilemma.
So you're really not leaning either way?
Does it sound bad to say the last person I talked to seems to be influencing me?
All right, here we are at the second of the 5-person tribal councils. Matt, congratulations on winning individual immunity. Your first time, you get to feel safe in this game. How does it feel?
I like this feeling better than all feelings yesterday that were had. This is a good one, especially in a 5-person tribe. There's not really tons of room to maneuver or hide, and it's eat or be eaten here. So this feels good today.
So Melanie, tell me about how this round was different compared to the rounds yesterday, because you weren't really...
It was slightly different today. Yesterday we had a lot of time to make connections, bonds, talk about our lives, do all of that social time. And then today we clearly had a different experience where we are outnumbered from like the 3 guys who were on a tribe together with the 2 women that were not. So we're gonna see if these 3 men are gonna vote out another woman.
So Rachel, Melanie brings up that so far, to your all's knowledge, only women have been voted out of this game. Is that something that's on your mind as well?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's hard seeing women go back to back like that, and then knowing that now we have 2 women in a minority tribe. It's been on my mind a lot.
John V, is that something that you all are aware of? I mean, in this group, it's obvious that if we're looking at original tribal lines, you all do technically have the majority. Is that just top priority, or do you look at past votes and kind of take that into consideration when talking with people?
I mean, I think we look at everything. The women going back to back was something that just organically happened. It's something that we're all aware of right now. But it's also, who do you want to work with moving forward? Who do you feel safe with? Who do you think is a loyal player? And you got to think about the end game. You got to think about what's going to happen in those other 2 tribals that are going on today. And numbers is everything in this game.
Steven, is there speculation about what's happening at the other 2 tribal councils?
A lot. We've been hearing kind of a little about the chaos dynamic and how that might filter into these 2 tribes, like the other players on. There could be easy votes with Big Matthew as well as Jamie going out. Something else could happen. It's hard to say, and we're not going to know till we go to the next challenge and see what happens. But it would have been nice to know the results coming in this vote. But it's just a wish.
You talk about like loyalty. Like I'm here for working with everyone, having a flexible game, and also being loyal to people that I'm talking to about being loyal with. So I just am hoping that I get to make it through another round, and also, the keys are also a factor in what's going on. So we'll see if anyone uses their keys at this point.
Matt, Melanie mentions the safety keys. How do you factor that into the voting equation and figuring out what to do each round?
Yeah, I think it's really hard with 5, and it's hard to even think if it's worth it to play a key, because only 5 people losing your vote is really crucial, and you might need that. You never know which way the votes are going to fall. So, yeah, I think that conversation has come up. I think it's a big risk to play a key at this point, I would say.
Rachel, would you agree with that? That at this point, with the numbers being so small, it makes it so much more risky to have to play advantages?
Yeah, I mean, if you have 1 key, that's a 1 in 6 shot. I'd put my money on who I'm loyal with and stick to the votes and trust that over a 1 in 6. Because I see it as I have a 3 out of 5 shot if people are telling me the truth, or I have a 1 out of 6 shot.
So Stephen, both Melanie and Rachel are using the word loyal to describe themselves in this group. How does loyalty factor in, and how do you even actually gauge loyalty in a situation like this?
Loyalty is everything. I mean, we had a lot of discussions as a group today about like, the three of us who never won a challenge, we're gonna win the challenge. Let's move it and let's move this fight forward. Of course, we walk the challenge and we're all voting someone out, right? And so there goes the best laid plans on my submit. And so you're looking at this 5 and saying, all right, we're giving up someone unwillingly. What 4 is gonna stick together best going forward? Because there's gonna be a lot of trials and tribulations coming ahead. There's 2 other tribes, other dynamics, and coming together, who knows how that's gonna face.
John V, does challenge strength even come into the equation at this point, or are the numbers just so desperately low that you really need to not worry about that at this point?
There's a bit of both. You're trying to win. We're not trying to keep losing and just vote just to have the numbers. We want to actually go out there and compete and win. And I think this tribe definitely can do that.
I was gonna say, like, if it's about who's gonna win challenges, we've both won a bunch of challenges, so we would be the strongest challenge contenders here.
Matt, she has a point.
They have the solution to winning, that's for sure.
It's my muscles.
Really, it's like you never know, like what it's gonna take to win a challenge. Like, so this like idea of like who is strong in a challenge? What's a strong, like, we have no idea. We could be playing tic-tac-toe. We could be playing Battleship. Like, literally, we don't know what's coming. So, like, this idea of, like,
we could all be going back to tribal next round.
Like, we don't know who's good at the next challenge.
It could be tennis. It could be skateboarding. It could be accounting. It could be history. It could be composition. We all have a lot of skills.
Yeah.
And the challenge just might hit one of those skills, but, like, who knows?
Yeah. So, it can't be big. I mean, people talk about what's strong, whatever, but like what's strong is relationships with people and how to move forward, and also perceptions of other people. How are other people seeing, like, who's making the shots, what's happening that's what matters in the game.
I mean, with that, I don't see a better way to follow that up. So let's go ahead and get to the vote and then see. Unfortunately, one of you is going to have to go, and we'll have to see who it is. All right, we will start with Matt and zigzag through.
I can't feel my legs right now. They're going numb. Here, I gotta check everything. Is this an idol? Did I already lift this one up?
I am ultra nervous. Stephen could come after my bounty right now if he wants. It's a key, it's not gonna be here. Alright, do I get my 4th key right now? Yeah.
That's for the note.
Yeah.
All right, so we do the look through.
Twine, eye, chest. We moved. High. My favorite lantern. High. My less favorite lantern. High. This is new. This is freaky. Wonder if that's an idol.
All right, the votes have been cast. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. If you have a hidden immunity idol and you wish to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote, John V. Second vote, Melanie. Third vote, Melanie. The fifth person voted out as surviving Bloomington Order vs. Chaos, Melanie. That's enough, you can grab your torch. Melanie, the tribe has spoken, but you will have a chance to re-enter this game. All right, well, after what I would guess was an enjoyable night together last night, this morning the battle continued, and at least from here, it looks like you're sticking to old tribal lines. We'll see if that continues. You can grab your torches and head on out.
What to say? I'm aware it may be me, but this is who I am advocating that we vote out, and this is the direction that I'm going, and we'll see what happens. It can't be said that we weren't playing hard and had a great time, so we'll see. Thank you so much.
You are a heck of a player, and your way with words is unmatched. I would love to move forward and merge with you, but I think right now I need to stick with where I'm at and not take the swing. And so knowing when and when to take the win and when not to take the swing is hard. Let's see if I'm right.
All right, so here we are at the third of the five-person tribal councils. This group is pretty unique out of the three of them in that there's 4 people from the original Chaos team and just 1 person from the original Order. Jamie, talk to me about some of the thoughts going through your head when you saw the makeup of the teams and then kind of how you worked through that back at camp.
Well, I won't lie, if on the first hand I didn't think, oh, frig, this is an interesting swap experience. But then I did, I think, pretty quickly, like, adapt, I'd say, because, like, I think, see it as, like, an opportunity to connect with some new folks. And it's honestly, like, a really good group of people. Like, I'll be honest, like, when I came out here, like, one of my initial hesitancies was, like, worrying about how I fit in with one group of people, like, let alone 2. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that, of, like, adapting pretty well. So it sucks, like, being on this, like, potentially record. Well, I guess we would have won this freaking challenge if you made it, like, a regular immunity challenge, but of course you like to see me suffer. So, you know, so potentially record number of tribal councils in a row, so, but it's a roller coaster, but it's a really great group, so. I mean, everything's okay. I just, if you didn't know or notice, I got literally the worst possible swap imaginable, so. Where this goes. All right, so it's day 2 and I'm still here. Last night we had our swap and I had probably the worst possible draw imaginable, so I ended up being the only person to remain on the Order tribe. That is a really awful place to be in because on the one hand, I'm like really proud of myself because I really feel like I was playing this really great game. Like I actually feel like I was so integrated, like right in the middle of things, which I just was not expecting of myself. I feel like I have at least inroads with each of them, but I've also been doing my best to hustle.
Yeah, who would the four of us pull in where we did?
I'm confident that we could work with John, we could work with Mackenzie, we could work with Steven.
I don't think John likes me the way he looks at me.
John looks at everyone crazy. I always flip him off.
As much as they seem to, at least on the surface, have a tight foursome, they haven't had to try those bonds yet. I feel like really quickly I have bonded with them in different levels. I feel like I've been very genuine in my story and what's led me to wanting to pursue this game. But now just with one random draw, I just have so little control. I am very confident Mackenzie and Steven would be as well.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So we would have
very confident.
we would have options.
Yeah, we would have
And I am very confident. I don't mean to use this as a bartering chip, but I'm
No,
very
you
confident
you
that
should,
they
though.
would be very upset to see me gone.
Yeah.
But that's the game. That's what it is. I don't have much semblance of power or control right now. And the chances of me getting out of this are just so small. And it just feels very powerless.
Yeah.
Like I did have very good connections and I'm a very loyal person and I am someone who will and has a history of giving up my placement for people who keep me. Like, and I'm telling you, I only want to make the jury. That is all that I want. I promise you that.
My thing is like, say like someone on like the original Blue like threw out one of our names. Like, would you come to us and tell us that, or would...
Absolutely.
So Brady, Jamie brings up this idea of adaptability and having to adapt not only within the game itself and the twists, but also with the new groups that you're forming with. How have you experienced adaptability inside of this game so far, and even specifically with this group?
I always say that with swaps, just because you're with a lot of similar people doesn't mean that there's not a completely new dynamic, because I feel like regardless, when there's a smaller group of people, there's interactions that are different, there's more interactions, there's less, whatever the case may be. And I think the game of Survivor is all about adapting. Like, if you're not able to adapt in this game, then you're not really going to be able to thrive. And I think adaptability is one of like the prime like aspects that one needs to have in order to perform well in this game. So for me, like, I've just been trying to take it hour by hour, get to know people on a personal level, show that I'm human. Hopefully y'all see that, I guess. But no, it's just been great getting to know everyone, honestly.
So right now in the game, I'm really close with Drew. And I'm really trying to stick with my core four. I know people perceive me and Drew as like a final two.
Ow, there's a thorn in my butt.
Which like kind of is true, but like if I have to cut them, then like I will. I'm always open to other paths and other segues, but it just comes down to what's best for me in the moment.
Okay.
The bug is bugging, for real.
Yeah. As soon as I get comfortable, I just...
Also, last night, Brady was in the middle of the woods using the bathroom and like looked up, and in the tree above her, there was one that was like, if you survive your first tribal council, you can exchange it for a key. So Brady is I'm 99% sure Brady's not in danger here, so Brady's gonna get another key.
I found 2 advantages. So I have 1 key right now, and I can get my 2nd key by surviving my first tribal council. I just have to reach out to a production member. And then I can get another key through something called a piggyback, where I can latch on to somebody else's bounty, and in doing so, I can get another key even if I vote incorrectly. So that way I can secure myself 3 keys, which I feel like is pretty solid. And I feel like through using these keys, I can probably try and segue myself into an extra vote. In case if we do go to tribal again and it's 4 people left on the game, 4 people left on the tribe, I have 2 out of the 3 votes. So I should be set.
Yeah.
Y'all don't start talking to me too much when I'm gone.
Okay.
Okay.
So like Brady, I just can't.
So Tyler, talk to me about how this round has been different than previous rounds. This was quite, you were safe all day yesterday, and this round you actually had to do stuff.
This round has been the hardest, obviously, because we have to vote someone out, and there's always just so much uncertainty with anything you do. You talk to one person at one time, and you're like, all right, well, maybe they're not gonna say everything we just spoke about, and then it's like, damn, maybe they are. So like, what are we supposed to do? Like, we just came from a kumbaya, and like just, I don't know, like, we just uncertain. So to go from kumbaya to uncertainty, it's just a mix of pretty much a clusterfuck of fun, and which is why we play this game. So we're excited, but sad at the same time. First off, I'm pretty disappointed in myself, not even making. Well, I made the final two in the individual immunity challenge we just had, but it was a win that I should have had. And on top of the fact, like, I really thought that I'd be bad at it. That's what makes it even worse, is that I thought I'd be horrible. And to actually be able to compete and be one of the last two with Drew, I mean, Drew's amazing, but yeah. I say, don't worry about it.
The thing is,
if we overthink it,
there's also not much we can do.
Are we gonna tell Jamie? That's the next thing.
Going back, this is the first time we're actually talking about strategy, so you know, there's some uncertainty with everyone, besides Drew, of course, and I really just hope it's not me. Sometimes I just have so much things going on in my mind, like, well, we haven't got to vote yet, but just in my confessional, sometimes I'm just like,
Tyler's kind of doing his own thing. Like, Tyler does not talk strategy. Like, every time we bring up strategy, he's like, I'm not thinking about that. I'm just thinking about winning challenges. And I'm like, okay, we'll talk later, I guess.
And sometimes you don't even need trust. That's what I always say. Sometimes you don't even need trust. You just need plans to align. And if plans can align with one other person or two other people, it works. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. I don't know how y'all talk about it, but Jamie was like almost certain, like 98% certain that Steven, John,
at least Steven and Mackenzie would be with
us.
Okay.
So Seth, Brady brought up this idea of like taking things hour by hour, and how much do things change hour by hour, and where is the paranoia ranked in this group? You know, you see people off in the distance talking, and you're wondering, what are they talking about? This person I'm supposed to trust is talking to someone that they theoretically shouldn't be talking to. How do you manage that for the first time in this game?
I mean, yeah, and it's tough because it is our first time in this game. You know, you always talk about how in these games it's a condensed form of the format, and so like you got to hit the ground running like right out of the gate. But at least, you know, I'm very grateful that we didn't go to tribal all day yesterday. But the only sort of real downside of that is we didn't get that opportunity to accelerate. Even if you go from 0 to 60 in 10 seconds, you go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 miles per hour. I feel like we had to like have a car that's going 100 miles an hour. We had to like jump off a diving board and land in the driver's seat. This is rough. So this is my first time being vulnerable. It does not feel good. I told Jamie, right, because they've been to every tribal before this. I was like, wow, I had empathy for you before, but now I really have empathy for you because this is a bad feeling. I have ADHD, so my mind is always running. So in order to like just really focus, I just like counted breaths, like 4 in, 4 out, 4 in, 4 out. It's not like sort of what I expected, which is where like, you know, you always see like the plans changing all the time when you watch shows. But like, I always conceived of it as there would be like, okay, there's plan A. And then an hour later we change to plan B. An hour later we change to plan C. And an hour later we change back to plan A. But like what instead happens is this like weird overlap system where like plan A will happen, but then we'll like shift part of it and like plan A with like a bit of B. And then we'll switch to like B, but with a little bit of A still in there, and then like a little bit of C. And it's this really weird, and honestly, I'm fried. Like, I just got overloaded with like analysis, paralysis, and it's tough, and I'm nervous. The obvious vote is to vote out Jamie. There's 4 chaos, 1 order. It's just clean cut. So like the conversation we've been having is, do we try to throw out a fake name? Very nervous they volunteered to be the fake name. I always watch on CBS and I'm like, see when people like hear that they're the fake name and that they like freak out and they like throw the plan off, and I'm like, that's so dumb. There has to be a fake name. It's like part of the way that this works. So I was like, I will be that person. I will step up. I trust my team. I trust Original Chaos. We have a fake name, but the question is, 1, do we just respect Jamie's experience and just be straight up and be like, look, we're really sorry. We have to stay chaos strong. But what if Jamie has an advantage?
Really quickly, if I can.
That's what I was about to say. Do we want to talk about that bulge
Jamie
in their
has
pocket?
something in the left pocket.
Do you think it's maybe their their bracelet for it looked like it was sort of circular.
It was
it was kind of flat. It appeared to
Just
be about this
take
tall.
a look. Yeah.
It might.
It could be an idol on something.
You know, they obviously have a shot in the dark because we all started with one, a safety key, and they could have gotten others. They could have fulfilled their bounty by now. They could have even found an idol.
It's funny.
Blowing off some steam.
Yeah, I know.
It's funny banter.
Yeah. But yeah, I think
It looks like roughly
it
like
kind of
that.
looks like that. Let's
But like,
keep an eye
the
on it.
what
check it
I
out.
watched them put it in their pocket. They reached into the tent and got something and like slipped it in the pocket and then came back over here.
But the other plan could be, we really like Jamie, and it's kind of a tight Drew, Brady, and me. And Drew and Brady are really tight. That's a little nervous. I'm a little nervous about that because they are like a super duo, but I don't think now is the time to try to break them up. That would be a mistake. I love this team dynamic. So we could vote out Tyler and keep Jamie because Jamie has promised serious loyalty. And I think that like helping them, because once 3 people are gone, we're really close to merge. And if we can help Jamie achieve their goal, like one, that's just like such a kind, compassionate thing to do, but it also is good for our strategy.
It's like when you play Survivor, there's strategy and there's people. And honestly, I see an advantage to keeping you on both of those scales.
Jamie, Seth brings up this idea of plans having to overlap as different people are talking, and then analysis paralysis. You seem like someone who likes to analyze things and like think about things on a deeper level. Would you agree with that? What's your perspective about that concept?
I'm still wondering if I'm supposed to vote out Nina again. Like, my mind is like, who's on which tribe? I don't even remember, honestly. So like I think like analysis and strategy makes sense, but like I'm someone who like thinks deeply, but I'm also someone who like feels deeply, and I play a lot with like my heart, like I'd say even more so than my head a lot of the time.
Also, I'm just gonna let you know, someone mentioned to me, I think it was Brady, that they saw something in your pocket and they were concerned.
And that's what I was about to show you.
Okay.
So one thing that I have done that's been a little interesting is I actually got up a lot earlier than anyone else did this morning, and no one seemed to notice that. So I started looking along the trails for things. I actually found 2 of the pouches of things in them. So I found one that had an advantage where if I solved a puzzle in a challenge, then I would get 2 keys. And then I found another one that was just if you vote out your bounty, then you would get an extra key in addition to the, the twist itself.
So like in like a challenge, you have to be on the puzzle and you win and get 2 keys. And you are good at puzzles.
But what I chose to do with that is I kept the challenge one for myself, and I was like, I will put the worst one back, and then when everyone got up, I was like, let's go on a scavenger hunt, and I purposely led Drew to the other one.
I did also find this advantage, which kind of sucks. It's kind of a crappy advantage. I'll read it to you. It's short. Bounty increase. Congratulations. You may turn this card in when you successfully vote out your bounty for 1 extra safety key when you collect your reward. So, my bounty is Kim, who is currently immune and on a different tribe from me.
And I was like, oh, this is great, that's awesome. And then I figured later on, if we lost a challenge, I could maybe use my key one as a bartering chip with him if I needed to get some leverage.
So the other thing though is, So if I stay,
Yeah.
and win a puzzle for the team, I can get 2 keys.
Right.
Or if I stay in this round, I will give you this.
That was frick. I didn't say the F word, Mom.
So, Drew, you're in the unique position where you got immunity this round. You're the only one who hasn't really had to experience the fear of necessarily going home that specific round. So, what kind of paranoia is still going on in your head, even knowing you're not technically going home?
Well, I'm an extremely paranoid person as it is, and like, yes, I have the immunity necklace, but I don't know what you have in this game. There could be an advantage to take immunity from someone. Like, I'm not considering myself safe at any point in the game, even if I have the necklace, just because I don't know what's all in store. So not only am I having to consider what advantages are out there, but it's like, am I in the loop with the correct plan? Am I going to be voting in the majority, or am I going to be voting, a 3-2? Are we about to have a vote that's like 2-1-1-1? And just like, who do I trust actually? And of course, I mean, we've openly discussed this as a tribe. Like, coming into this tribe, it was a 4-on-1. Like, do we stick original red strong, or do we try to form a new group that includes Jamie and using their resources? There have been a lot of conversations, and it is all of us, I can very confidently say that all of us have been very paranoid and panicked over the past couple of hours. Okay, so new tribe is great. The 4 of us from my original Chaos tribe were all pretty tight. At least me, Seth, and Brady were pretty tight. We came in and we were like, yeah, it's going to be Jamie if we have to go, but I genuinely think we're the strongest of the tribes, so we were banking on being able to win out to either another swap or a merge, but triple tribal kind of sucks.
Well, and it's also like, if Jamie is so confident that they can pull over those other 3 people, that shows that Jamie has those strong connections with them. So why would we want to keep that strong connection?
I have immunity, which is great. I was not expecting to win an individual immunity at any point, let alone this early in the game. So I'm feeling good. I don't think I was in danger of going out anyway, because I think I'm the center of the tribe. I think I'm kind of running it here.
It seems like, you and Brady are in the middle of this.
I don't care about that as a duo.
Okay.
Like, I slept like 5 hours, which is fine, but we're not paranoid. We're making it to merge. That is the goal. We're making it to merge. We mean me. I don't care about y'all. So that's where we're at. Any questions?
Yeah, I'm talking about like immediately when we get back to camp, like, we talk a little bit, but then we scatter. And then that's what created the initial uncertainty. But we know we have time, so we want to get to know each other a little more just in case this is the last time we talk. And then like 10 minutes before we go, more uncertainty and more discussions, and just, it's a lot.
There has been talk about Jamie playing a shot in the dark, and if they were to, Seth's name has been thrown out there by Jamie.
Hey, you want to chat?
Sure.
What do you think?
I think I'm pretty screwed.
I mean, it's an uphill battle. Here's what I'll tell you where I'm at. I'm tight with Drew and Brady. I feel like I don't really have much power in this situation. I'm open to Tyler.
Okay.
Sure, and I just want to respect, the swaps are hard, and you really got messed up on this one. You just got dealt a really crappy.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I feel
that.
really sucky about that, because I feel like I was doing really good up until now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Original red, I felt like I was in a really good place. And I think what happened if I just got the wrong rock, and I would feel the same way, I think. So if you can work some magic, you can get Tyler, I'm open to that.
Okay.
I like you a lot and I want to work with you.
So if I can if I can get
Tyler to vote with us, or are we gonna get them to vote for Tyler?
Vote for Tyler.
Okay. Okay.
All right, well, one person from each of the other two tribes has been voted out. Now it's time to figure out which one of you is going to join those 3 people and head over to Redemption Island. And with that, we will get to the vote. We'll start with Drew and we'll zigzag through.
I like that.
Where am I going?
I like that. That was great.
Where am I going? We're going this way.
And Drew, you'll just wait right here while they set us.
So I can.
I mean, we already know what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna forget something and everybody's gonna be watching and be like, you moron. Llama, yeah.
Oh, this is so cute.
I'm such a bitch. Okay. Is this Aaron?
All right, the votes have been cast. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. If you have a hidden immunity idol and you wish to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Seth. Second vote, Jamie. Third vote, Jamie. The 6th person voted out of Surviving Bloomington, Order vs. Chaos, Dr. Jamie.
Jamie, we love you so much.
Jamie, the tribe has spoken, but you will have a chance to re-enter this game. You can grab your stuff and head onto the voting booth.
Well, I can't be mad forever, but I can be mad until I die. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, good luck to you all. You're all great.
Please come back in. Please.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, she has a tea.
Hold on one
She's going
second.
through her advantage stack.
So one of these notes reads, you may turn this note in to a member of production to receive a safety key. There's one safety key. The second note reads, congratulations, you may turn this card into a member of production to receive one safety key after you survive your first tribal council. Brady just survived her first tribal council. That's another safety key.
Yeah. All right, can we move to the shade?
Casey, what you got?
I gotta say my last line.
Yeah. Casey, what you got?
All right. Well, with the four of you seemingly sticking together and all voting out Jamie, it looks like old tribal lines were a determining factor. Unfortunately, now there's nowhere left to hide in this group. You can grab your torches and head on out.
All right, let's win. We gotta win. We don't have to play this.
I'm gonna like light my hair on fire.
Hate every single thing about this vote, especially because I told Jamie I would tell them if they were going, and I told Jamie that they weren't going. I feel awful, but I'm here to win.
Jamie, I love you. I'm gonna miss you. I feel so awful that you just got the wrong numbers on this swap. I would have loved to work with you. Honestly, in some ways, I kind of just wish it was me because this would be an easier thing to stomach, but ultimately I have to play my game and I'm really sorry.
I don't feel good about this, but with the information given, this is the best vote for us in the future. What's up, Doc?
One thing about me, I live for the chaos.
You are a great dude, and well, I will say if I do not survive this, I was definitely swap screwed, and if I do survive this, then I'm a freaking star. Sorry I have to do this. You seem like an amazing woman. Really enjoyed getting to know you. Your pitch to me was essentially that the game I'm playing is not winnable, and that wasn't really a good pitch to get me on your side, unfortunately.
Melanie, you've been so great. I hate doing this. I could be doing it. I mean, who knows? It could be me. I don't really know. I think there's a chance you might end up writing my name down too, and I totally get it. I feel like I have more opportunities if I go with these three guys moving ahead.
I'm really routing on Rachel right now, and Matt to stay loyal. I'm not too sure about Steve.